So a little bit about Iceberg Digital. We're a marketing automation and artificial intelligence company that work with estate agents. We try to help them build one central source of information in their business, build a data-driven business so that they can get some real insights into what their customers are doing and where they can best focus their efforts in order to make their businesses more profitable. As we believe this is the only way that traditional estate agency will survive over the next 5 to 10 years. Where we really want to make an impact is that over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, we believe that at least 50% of the traditional estate agents that are out there are going to disappear off the face of the map. So we want to be involved in making sure that that industry actually survives by working with at least 5,000 of those agents to push them through into something we call Estate Agency 2.0, which is a new version of estate agency whereby you're no longer sitting there worrying about what's going to happen, but instead you've got a thriving business. The best example I can give of this would be if you rewind in time back at least 30 years, there were lots of independent butchers in people's towns. Those independent butchers slowly got put out of business by the rise of large supermarket chains offering low-cost meat and a convenient way to shop. Eventually there were none of these butchers left on the high street. But now we're starting to see the resurgence of butchers on the high street in a more modern way. These are boutique companies that embrace modern technology and have modern websites and modern marketing, and it's not about cost anymore. People go to these butchers for other reasons, specific types of meat, specific quality of meat and so on. But that industry had to completely die out in order to be reincarnated. What we're trying to do is we're trying to help at least 5,000 of these agents to make it through to this new version of estate agency without actually having to go out of business first, so we can secure a better future for the company, the owners and their families in doing so. So we have 3 core values at Iceberg Digital. They are to be an expert, to be connected and to be committed. To be an expert is all about self-development. It's all about not settling for what you currently know and having a thirst for more knowledge, to really want to be at the cutting edge of what you do, to want to embrace things, to want to learn things, to listen to people, to take on new technologies and try new things in your business in order to try and make it one of the best companies in the world. So the second value is to be connected from both an online and offline perspective. The idea of being connected is to make sure that all of your tools talk to one another. If you're using tools that don't talk to one another, then something's wrong somewhere and someone in the process is responsible for that because they don't want to integrate. Don't settle for that. Drive the companies nuts. Tell them you need integration. If they absolutely 100% won't do it, just bin them. You can't work with them. You can't let that company be responsible for a lack of growth inside your business. From an offline perspective, being connected is about creating partnerships and networking. The third of our core values is about being committed. This is quite obvious from our perspective. Our staff are committed to you guys and they're committed to our cause in order to make a difference. But from your point of view, it's also important to make sure that you're committed to want to fight through the difficult things. So no story worth telling was ever an easy ride. The idea is that we work together to overcome problems and we break through the difficult times in order to make it to the open water. So when you add all of these things together, you end up with a company that's really, really willing to make a change inside their business. They're experts, they want to be experts, they want to self-develop, they want to learn things, they're connected, they want to make sure all of their tools work together and they've got a central source of information and they're committed to making the change. They're not just a company who's sitting there waiting for someone to turn out the lights. They're actually going to be one of the 5,000 agents that make it through this difficult period and out the other side to survive. So internally, we live and breathe our core values every single day. Every member of our staff is committed to those core values. And when our clients commit to them, it just creates something awesome.